Yo, what is up, Blue Devil Nation? Good evening. Welcome back. So I have to admit, I completely spaced, and I was like, I'll see you guys next Friday, because that's when I thought the next game was. And that's not true, because there's a game tonight that I completely forgot about, because this is a back-to-back. It's a doubleheader, so to speak, with the Fighting Camels from Campbell. This is probably one of, to be honest, one of the better mascots we have faced in recent memory, as I can't quite remember somebody that is as interesting as a camel. And I'm going to change from uh, there to orange. There we go. The anteaters are also pretty good, but we haven't really played the anteaters before. I think we did play them in the ACAA tournament a couple years back, but this is probably the last like really good mascot we've faced, aside from like the the normal ones that we always go to. Campbell winners last night against Hartford by a single point, 68 to 67. Actually, as part of this, so there were four teams playing in Cameron. It was Campbell and Hartford, Duke and Army, and tonight so we got Army last night. Tonight they kind of swap around, and so they swap the teams and such. So um, I have to say I didn't actually watch the game per se, but Campbell was down at half and then ended up winning the second half there. I don't know if this was like a last second buzzer beater or anything. I suppose we could review the play-by-play second half. And oh yeah, yeah, it was pretty close. That was a 64. Yeah, with in the last minute it got pretty close down there. But Duke coming off a pretty impressive win. Um, you forgot to add Spen Hub for the Duke roster. Who? We have another person that like we need to watch out for here. Is he like? Have I completely missed that? Yeah, so the other problem here is that I don't think that, yeah, that stream is in Discord is gonna work, so I need to put mine up because what's gonna happen is that this thing needs to go live and that channel is not, so I don't think the Discord's gonna work. Hold on. Not going to work. So I need to actually do it on my end. Which is going to make this kind of suck, but that's okay. It is what it is. Let's drop that down. And we'll probably drop some frames on the YouTube side of things because I do not think that that is going to work. Yeah, it's not. So I need to disconnect him. All right, everybody's got to switch over. So if you're doing the watch party, the other stream won't work. This will work though. Okay, so there we go. As far as how we're gonna play tonight, I mean, I expect. What's the retired numbers for Duke? Is 55 actually retired? Um, I actually think we're gonna play like I. It's a hard one because I haven't seen these guys like play this back to back per se. Which is like the first time, and we were a little concerned with some like fatigue in the game against Kentucky. So I mean that was a problem. Um, but I mean they should be okay, depending on like. I would have thought that the game against Army would be the hard one, but Campbell played pretty good last night, so you know. I mean, Wendell Moore had just a phenomenal game. Let's take a look quickly at the stats from yesterday. Right, it was the triple double with points, rebounds, and assists, and that was 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. It's actually they say here, the third player in the Coach K era with a triple double, but the first one since R.J. Barrett to actually put in a triple double there. So The last triple double didn't come that far away, and I'm almost like tempted to say that he'll do it again. Like, why not get it again tonight? Like, the level of competition is such that you probably could. So like, just go for it and see what happens, right? Like, as Duke controls the tip off here, Mark Williams is going to get this to Trevor Keels, and actually, Duke's going to turn the ball over. Duke in the home whites tonight, as we were playing in the gold for the Special Army game. But back to the home whites as Campbell in the dark uniforms, and looks like Wendell actually down early here. Maybe a twisted ankle or something. Hopefully that's nothing serious. That's like what, the first injury in the first 12 seconds of the game, and we have a stoppage. I didn't actually get to see. As okay, well, this reminds me of the Zion Williamson incident. All right, chat. This puts quite a damper on the game. Coach K and the training staff immediately over to assist. Looks like they're gonna help him up. Coach K is actually gonna help him up too. A little tender there on the way up, but looks like he will walk off under his own power here. Of course, Duke injuries, foot injuries is our favorite. Let's see. He gets caught up under. Oh yeah, he just sort of gets run into there by the Campbell player who gets caught, jumped up. Maybe a little there on the left knee. Doesn't twist or anything, so hopefully that's not. That probably could have been a lot worse. But Wendell Moore out of the game for the time being, so to put a damper on things early. That will bring in Joey Baker, and the five on the floor for the Blue Devils at the moment: Mark Williams, Jeremy Roach, Paolo Banchero, who also had a fantastic game yesterday, Joey Baker, and Trevor Keels, as Banchero forces a steal. Great active hands, great defense there by Duke. The Duke defense this early, I don't know if we've seen a team be so defensively sound this early in the season as we have seen for this team so far here this season. Again, welcome in everybody. Thanks for joining us once again. Happy Saturday night. Jump into Discord if you need the game itself, as Trevor Keels drills three from the outside and Duke is on the board. Keels picking up right where he left off. The stats from yesterday's Army game flashing up on the screen now. 10 points for him yesterday. He's got the first three for Duke. Campbell's going to take the three. That's going to miss, but Campbell going to recover that. Rebound recovered there by DeJuan Clayton. And now this is, actually, I don't even have a number 12 on my sheet. Oh, Carolero. All right. He was not in the score sheet yesterday. There we go. All right. Keels now with the ball again to Joey, trying to get it to Mark Williams, who's posting up down low, but the entry pass is just not there. So Duke passing it around the perimeter, and Roach is going to go for three. That shot just a little long, and Williams can't come down with the rebound. It's Carolero with the rebound, and Campbell bringing it up the court. Big man on big man right now. A little screen and roll action, or actually the backdoor cut rather, as Keels gets beat. And all right, Campbell playing plenty of, or you know what? You know what I probably did is I probably took the players from I probably took the players from Hartford, which would be my mistake, and I'll fix it during the first out, the TV timeout here at in the next minute and a half. From the outside, Campbell three is long. Carlisle gets it again, working on Mark Williams. Fake move, and Williams just rejects him, just being taller. You can't teach that height. As Campbell gonna get the timeout. All right, now I'm gonna fix the Campbell thing. I definitely took the players from Hartford instead of off the box score. Yep, that's exactly what I did. All right, so we're gonna completely redo this on the fly. Let's do it again. No wonder the tell you what, the Campbell names are 10 times harder to pronounce than the Hartford ones, uh, which makes this not as fun. And Cedric, and actually there aren't that many of them, which I suppose is it's a short roster here. As Campbell takes 3 again, and we'll drill that. 1, 5, 10, 12. There we go. All right. 7-5 right now in favor of Campbell's. Mark Williams turns around with the hook shot, and that will not fall over Carolero. So Williams not quite getting himself into the game just yet. Carolero going to take a mid-range jump shot. That hits off the backboard, no good. Rebound down to Campbell. And this is Clemens. Going to reset this, and they're going to dare Campbell to shoot, and they're going to hit. And Campbell's out to a 10-5. Roach, screened by Banchero. Nope, Roach. They're going to call offensive foul? For what? For what? Cheap offensive foul there. Unless we get the reverse angle and it actually shows that he like pushes off with the arm. And Duke's defense just a little lost on that previous possession. It's like either we're daring him to shoot or we're just completely lost. Another backdoor cut there by Campbell. Banchero tries to block but can't, as Campbell has 12-5 here on Duke. So a bit of a. All right, the answer to how we're coming up to the answer to how we're playing is not good at the moment. There's a bit of a hangover here. So from yesterday, AJ Griffin into the game at the moment. Dwayne Knapp, thank you very much. And Lamont Bullock, welcome back in. Welcome in. Welcome in, fellow Blue Devil Nation. Is this Carolero is going to pick up a foul? That was Theo John down low, and we've hit the first media timeout. And now I can actually fix the scores here. Yeah, Campbell certainly coming out like they're more ready to play than Duke is at the moment. Let's see, Clemens has not 21 points. That would be scary. He's got 2. Whitfield has 0. Carolero's got 5. McCullough's got 3, and that would be Hendrick Henderson with 2. And that makes up your 12. And Jeremy Roach doesn't actually have a point. That she should have not 11 fouls. She should have a foul. There you go. And so it is 12-5 in favor of the bad guys. And there we go. Yeah. All right, perfect. So it looks like we got the stream up and running in Discord for folks that want to join the watch party. There's plenty of folks doing the watch party over there with your fellow Blue Devil fans. Feel free to jump in. Make sure to drop a sub on the channel when you do. We're here for most of the Duke games, except for the one next Tuesday. And we didn't think we were going to be here tonight, but we're back and we're here. So there you go. But Duke, a little bit of a hangover from yesterday. Of course, sort of the big story so far within the first 12 seconds of the game. Wendell Moore out with what looks like some sort of hyperextension of the knee, or some, let's just call it a knee injury. Unclear if he'll return to the game. He did have to be helped off, although he did walk off under his own power. So not a good start for Duke, especially given Wendell put up a triple double yesterday, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. So somebody's going to have to make that up. One of the role players is going to have to make that up. Most of the team played pretty well last night. 0 points from Theo John yesterday. This was the score. This was the box score from yesterday. Swabby, hello, welcome back, welcome back. We see Theo John didn't actually have that good of a game, so I'd expect him to need to step up tonight in the absence of Wendell. You know, Banchero putting up 18, Keels only with 10. Maybe Keels goes for some more tonight. I mean, it's a Banchero and Keels show. Jalen Blakes will probably also see some minutes. But yeah, for the time being, we're gonna have to make up the loss of leadership on the floor from Wendell, which is not a good way that we wanted to start this right now. I also don't quite understand why we would play a back-to-back like this. Like, you never in college play. Well, the only time you play back-to-back like this is in your conference tournament. So it could be that, or your preseason, like the preseason tournaments, something like the Maui tournament, the Maui Invitational, right? Or like the Battle for Atlantis, or like or like the PK80, like that we did. So I guess in that regard, you might want to practice like sort of the conditioning of being ready for 2 games in 2 days, or literally within. When we played the last one yesterday, it started at 7 o'clock. This one starts at 8, so you literally play like less than 24 hours rest on that. And guys played decent minutes last night too, so it wasn't like we put in the subs or anything for an extended period of time. It really was the starters. You can take a look at the minutes during a break. But this is just an easy give and go by Trevor Keels, but it hits the side of the backboard. Not a good looking 3-point shot from the out of bounds play there. As Duke's going to have to D up here. AJ Griffin is in the game. Probably going to be an opportunity for him now too with Wendell out. So some more minutes and hopefully some more production for AJ, just to kind of see how he's coming along. This is Whitfield. And actually, nice block there by John on Clemens as Clemens tries to drive to the basket, but Theo John gets the better of it, and he gets the block from behind. Beautiful play. Nice. And the shot from Campbell is in and out just as the shot clock, I think, was expiring. So in and out there. Duke dodging a bullet because Campbell had a little leaner. Banchero trying to get positioned down low. Theo John thought about 3. I don't know if he can actually shoot 3. AJ Griffin's got the green light, though. Yes! A 3 from Griffin from the left corner right in front of the Crazies. Nice shot. Keels and Roach, a little switch there on the defensive end. I like the talk here between Roach and Keels on the switches. Good communication there, especially from the youngsters. Campbell's going to take this outside shot. They're actually going to drill it. Cedric Henderson for 3 for Campbell. Gets the 3 points right back. Decent defense, actually, by Duke, I thought, of that possession. There's just too much space for the outside shooting there of Campbell. And this almost looks like the Kentucky game to some extent, as far as how Campbell is shooting the 3 now at a 60% clip. Banchero thinking about 3. He'll take 3. That's off the back iron. One and done shot. He's got a smaller man on him. You got to drive that. Paolo, drive it. Drive it. Spingy. Campbell, another 3 from the outside. Yes, that goes again, and it's Messiah Thompson now for 3. Campbell's got everything working as they've got a 10-point lead. My goodness. Chat, what the heck is going on? AJ Griffin thought about the 3 again. He's just going to pass it up to Roach. Duke really hasn't been able to establish anything in the paint so far today. 10 seconds on the shot clock here in this possession to Banchero. Banchero's going to have to make it happen back to Roach. Roach now driving, gets it stripped, and it's a turnover. And now in the hands of Campbell, and that's going to be Clemens. Clemens to Whitfield. And now Clemens. Campbell still with it. Great defense by Keels, and Keels picks it up. Now Duke out on the run. Roach against the big man. Roach! Off the glass with a little kiss. And one. Yes, and one. Stockich? With the foul. Beautiful. Again, we see Trevor Keels igniting Duke offense with a defensive play. He did it 2 or 3 times last night when he was steals by Keels. Okay, that's going to be the new hashtag this season. Steals by Keels. All right, Keel steals. Okay, Keel mode. Steals by Keels. There you go. You get them for free. Because it looked good there. James, yeah, we're all kind of asking ourselves what the heck's going on here. But Wendell is set to check back into the game. Actually, Wendell is now back into the game, so the concern there for possibly any knee issue seems to have abated for the time being. Campbell is just hot right now. They're 4 of 6 for 3. Now, for those of you watching at home, that's 66%. That's actually a passing grade in basketball. So Stockich there, almost. It's going to be another turnover right into the hands of Wendell, and Wendell going to take this all the way, coast it. Yes, Wendell making his presence known right off the get. Looks like there's nothing to be concerned about. We're good. Corey, don't worry. I am not. We're not. Duke Nation does not need to worry about this. Yeah, Duke is down by 5. It's 8 minutes into the game. This is a doubleheader. We'll be we'll be fine. Campbell from 3 from the outside. That's short. There's no way Campbell continues to shoot 66% from the 3. It's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Statistically not going to happen. What is going to happen, though, is that Banchero is probably going to get yelled at for that pass because that just A, it was lazy. B, it was low percentage. It's like throwing into 2 defenders downfield there for quarterbacks. But his defense makes up for it on this end. Behind the back shimmy shake there. And that's a travel. Oh, he's going to be called for a charge. God damn it. Okay, I don't actually agree with that being a charge. You could have called the travel. You could have called steps, but it's not a foul. You could have called steps, but it's not a foul. Coach K livid, rightfully so, because that's if you were reading lips, he says no way. For all those joining us tonight, jump into Discord. The watch party is going on in Discord. Your fellow Blue Devil fans are there, so jump in and keep the conversation going even while we're not live. I gotta say, my voice is gonna hate me over this because it's 4 streams in 3 days. We streamed last night, we streamed this morning, we're gonna stream tonight, we got the race tomorrow morning. It's just never ending. All good though. Campbell with a 5-point advantage off of, it's just some 3-point shooting early on. But with Wendell back into the game, I think Duke's going to find its rhythm once again, and we should just be in pretty good shape. We'll be okay. Let me make sure the foul situation is correct here. So Campbell should have 2. Yep. And let's watch our guys here. And there's only two fouls on Duke. Yeah, so it's two fouls each. Roach and Banchero, the 2 Blue Devils with fouls, and should be fine. As we said, Duke back to full strength with Wendell getting the okay to continue playing after having to be helped off the court there for a potentially scary knee incident. But it's still early, so yes, 5-point lead for the Fighting Camels, who are putting up, I suppose, a bit of a fight right now in Cameron. This is the funny thing that you have to understand, Chad, is that for a lot of these teams, right, they're it's like their one and only shot for coming into Cameron and actually getting to play. Okay, so here's the replay. This is not a charge. This is not a charge. That is a terrible call. There is no way that's a charge. I can't believe that. Like, I get that it's a tough call, but like, I mean, you have a timeout. Like, review it, and then just like let Duke inbound it if you and overturn it if you make the wrong call. But that's just awful. Carolero down inside. He's got 4 seconds, and now he finally sees it and puts up an air ball. That was short, and the Crazies are going to let him hear it. Fantastic defense there by Duke, and now we're going to get a possession here, and now we're going to get a bucket. We're going to get a bucket. Well, we have to get a bucket. And then we're going to start rolling. Banchero looking for Williams down low. Banchero going to go up, and he's going to draw a foul. Smart play by Paolo. As he will go to the free throw line. He hit all 3 of his free throws last night on his way to a 19-point game, double-double on his birthday as Joey Baker heads to the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Yeah, Banchero's got the first. I suppose I didn't realize he's shooting 81% from the from 2-point land. That's incredible. That's like Zion Williamson stats at this point, but harder because most of Zion's points came like right like right at the rim. Like, yeah, Banchero's had some nice alley oops and some dunks, but he's taking a lot of jump shots too, and like tough jump shots. Banchero working great defense here on Carolero. As Carolero is forced to give it up, and Campbell puts the ball on the deck as Trevor Keels comes up with it again. And now Roach going coast to coast. Yes, great way to protect the ball as he goes under the rim, switches hands, and finishes with the right. Way to protect the shot from the block there as he goes up and underneath the hoop. Smart play. And this is Clemens driving towards the bucket. Banchero and Carolero again. And now Thompson at the top of the key. Thompson asking for a screen from Carolero. Doesn't get it. Banchero prodding there. And we're going to have a little stoppage in play. 3-point shooting going to cost Duke this season. Yeah, but, well, that's old school Duke teams. We had a saying, live and die by the 3. What might cost them more is 3-point defense, actually, because that was a problem against Kentucky, and it's been an early problem here against Campbell. So, yeah, if you're not hitting threes, at least if your opponent isn't also hitting threes, then it sort of nets out, right? So as long as you can ratchet up defensively, we'd probably still be okay. Joey Banchero calling the switch, but they didn't quite get that right as Carolero. Speaking about that 3-point defense, Joey wanted Banchero to switch or to stay on Carolero instead of switch, and Banchero lost him there. So miscommunication defensively costs Duke 3 as Wendell's going to try to get it right back, and he does. Trading threes here in the last 2 possessions, and Duke back within a single point. Little Wit, you can watch the game in our Discord channel. The link is in the description of the YouTube stream, as it says above my head. I can also post a link here. It'll take me a sec to grab it, but there you go. Yeah. Or you can click on that Discord link, and it'll take you to the watch party. You got plenty of Duke fans watching there, and watching the game to watch the game with you. So Duke Nation showing up strong on the second night of this doubleheader. And there you go. Roach to Moore. Ooh, Moore could have turned around and taken that to the hoop. Instead, he takes a tough 2. Keels trying to get the putback. Rebound and a putback is no good. Banchero fake to the outside. Banchero going in again. Gets it to Keels, and just a bit of a mess right there. They couldn't quite get it to work. It would have looked good. It would have looked good if it had worked, but unfortunately it did not. So that's where we're at. 21-20. Duke down by 1. Still not the best of first quarters. Duke a little bit of a slow start, but sort of ramping itself into this game. There's Henderson going to take 3 from the outside, and that's short. That's off the front iron, and Roach comes down with a rebound. Ooh, almost gives it away as Campbell almost came in and jumped the passing lane there. Roach, screened by Banchero. Roach goes around it. Roach now with some fancy dribbling, and Roach going to try and get in there. Yes, Jeremy Roach has 7, and Roach is having himself a nice game tonight so far. 7 to lead the Duke Blue Devils right now as Duke retakes the lead by a single point. This is Messiah Thompson driving into the ACC logo here, and another open three-point shot by Campbell. That was Whitfield. The shot goes long. Duke rebounds weak side, and Banchero ahead with it. Banchero actually going to spot this one up for 3. That's just short. Baker flies in, and actually there's no foul there. Wendell Moore from the weak side still can't get it. And then Campbell down with the ball. So 2 shots, and here's Campbell with an NBA 3. That's way long as Thompson's shot just hits the back of the iron. Fast shot making, fast shot missing by both teams at the moment. As both Campbell and Duke just seem content to start jacking up threes at each other. And Roach travels, unfortunately. So another Duke turnover there. And we've hit the under 8 timeout with 7:09 remaining. Duke ahead by a single point here in the first half. This has sort of the makings of a game that's like, it's going to be close here in the first half. Duke will go in a late half run. We'll open up something like 6 to 8 points by the time we go into the locker room. Come out of the locker room, we go on a 10-0 run. The game's over. Like, let's be real. Like that's what's gonna. That's kind of what we're trending towards. I can feel it. I can feel it. Whew. Man, it's been a long couple days, Chet. Let's see. Joey Baker's got a foul. Make sure that we got these right. And Carolero actually has 2. That would be as McCullough has 1. Interesting to see. Yeah, we have to sort of keep an eye on the Carolero foul situation. He is that big man for Campbell. So if he has to sit, and he also has 8 points for them. So he's got the most points in the Campbell team as he's actually hit 2 of 2 from 3-point land. So if he has to sit for an extended period of time, it should open up some things down low for us and also stall some of the Campbell scoring. Let's see. So far, Campbell shooting 8 of 20, Duke 8 of 17. So Duke's field goal percentage looks a little bit better, but 3-point shots, Campbell has taken over half of its shots. 11 of the 20 shots for Campbell have been from the 3. Duke so far leading in the free throw department 3-0, and Duke only 3 of 8 from 3-point land, as we're sitting at a nice 37.5% for that. Rebounding, actually 1 rebound in the favor of Campbell, a couple more offensive boards. Probably explains why they have more actual shots. And turnovers. Turnovers a bit of an issue for the Blue Devils at the moment, 6-5. You don't really like to see Duke have 6 turnovers here in 12 minutes of play. That basically put us at what? 2/3, a little over half. Almost 10 turnovers for the half if you like actually play that out and make it 20 turnovers for the game. That's just too many. Got to be a little bit stronger with the ball. However, Campbell hasn't really capitalized off the turnovers. They've only scored 2 points off Duke's turnovers, while Duke is up to 10 in that department. Should come out of the timeout just in a second here. And indeed, that was the last commercial. All right. So yeah, as the announcers are saying here, or as the ESPN folks, 14-3 run. As they were told in their ears, it's a 14-3 run by Duke. A lot of that keyed off by Jeremy Roach, who's actually been playing pretty well aside from that traveling turnover there. He's got 7 so far tonight. Wendell has 5, despite the fact that he was basically off the court for half of the first half, or at least a third of it. So, play resuming here in Cameron. This is Austin McCullough here with the ball. Carolina calling for it, but McCullough doesn't give it up, and now he does. Over to Clemens. And Clemens going to take a really deep three-point shot. That's way off. That was at the Court K court logo. That's like beyond NBA range. But Campbell unable, or rather Duke unable to come down with the rebound, and so Campbell resets with the 20-second shot clock. Clemens back outside to Henderson. And now the Campbell offense has just basically done a full reset here. As Clemens forces up a little floater there. Duke can't come down with it. Oh my. AJ Green can't come down with it as it goes off the tips of his fingers and out of bounds. And Campbell's going to get another shot at this. Clemens to inbound, being guarded by Theo John. Over to Henderson, who's being guarded by Roach. Now the switch. It's Roach. Oh, no, sorry. It's Wendell Moore on Clemens at the moment. And Clemens, now the switch over to Keels. Henderson being guarded by Blakes right now, and it's 4 seconds on the shot clock. And I'm not sure if Campbell realizes it. They're just passing the ball around the horn, and that's another offensive board for Campbell. Oh my goodness, they're going to get a 4th shot at this on the one possession. Wow, guys, just come down with it. Campbell's going to take a 3-point shot, and at that point, they just deserve to hit it. And they do. 4 cracks at the rim. I mean, why not? Good God. Terrible rebounding by Duke, man. I mean, if you just play the percentages, damn. Give a team 4 shots, they're going to shoot 40%, which basically, if you gave them 1 in 4, it's 25 they're going to hit. Too many opportunities for Campbell. Duke needs to amp up the energy here. Banchero into the game, and now Blake's in the game. The 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils, Banchero, Blake's, Roach, Keels, and Moore. Moore going to try to make something happen here off the inbounds. Can't get it. Rejected by it, and the rebound down to Henderson. Rejected by the rim, really. Clemens now. Keels defending. And this is Thompson being defended by Banchero. Back to Henderson. Careful, Banchero. Don't get caught out here. That 3 is no good. Duke has to come up with the rebound, and actually it's a shot clock violation. And thank God it's a shot clock violation, because the ball went off Wendell's leg and out of bounds. So it would have been another Campbell possession. I mean, no Duke player can actually hold the ball on defense. Holy cow. On any rebound. Banchero at the elbow. Gives it up to Keels. Keels takes a step inside the three-point line. That shot is short. Blake's there with a rebound, and Blake's fighting for it. Can't come up with it. Campbell is now 2-on-1. Campbell with the alley-oop. Oh, good defense by Blake's. But he's going to get called for a foul. Which is a fine foul, because it was going to be a free 2 points if he didn't anyway. So at least go make him stand at the line and make him earn it. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. Blake's tries, but he doesn't get close enough there. He's off by about half a step, as Henderson misses the first of the 2 free throws, which is why I was saying it's a good foul, because he was just going to dunk it anyway, and at this point, that was going to be 2 points, but at this point, Campbell's given up one, so the foul works. And he makes the second. So Cedric Henderson only 1 of 2 at the line. It's a 3-point advantage for Campbell, as Duke has looked a little shaky on the defensive side, on the defensive rebounding side of the ball, specifically here in the last 4 minutes. 4:15 to go. Campbell defense actually proving to confuse Duke a little bit, and Duke again very loose with the ball as Roach has to corral it, and now to Keels, and Keels has 7 seconds on the shot clock and takes a rush shot. That hits off the front iron, is rebounded by Campbell. Duke running absolutely no offense on that possession. At this point, just get it to halftime and hope that it's within 5 points. This does not look good. And Campbell's just going to throw it away. Thankfully for us, it lands in the lap of Nolan Smith, who might be better off suiting up at the moment. Goodness gracious. I want to check the rebounding stats because it's definitely gone the wrong way for us. Yeah, rebounds. Campbell, 17 rebounds. We are being out-rebounded. The rebounding margin against Campbell is bigger than the rebounding margin was against Kentucky. Right now, Campbell is +7. I think in the Kentucky game, it was hovering around +5 at multiple times throughout the game. There's maybe like a +10 at some point. But anyway, you get the point. Offensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds for Campbell, 8-3. Defensive is a bit more even, but Campbell's out there at 9-7. So what we've got, despite how poorly our rebounding is going, uh, we're we're only down by 3 at home. It could be worse. I'm still not completely concerned about this, although I'm not a fan of how we've played, but I'm not particularly concerned at the moment. Because I think it's just going to take a halftime sort of reset for Duke to figure this out. Figure it out, come out with a plan, and just go execute in the second half. It's actually extremely low scoring when you think about it. Only 22 points here for Duke, and we've got about 4 minutes left. So you're looking at something on the order of maybe a 30-point half if we even get there. Duke yesterday against Army, final score of 82-56. And against Kentucky, if we flip the score again, 79-71. So Duke way under, essentially averaging 35 points per half, way under that at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, and we keep letting them shoot threes and they keep making them. So I'm not sure if the game plan was, oh, we think they're bad at shooting threes, let's let them shoot it and then they won't make it, or if we're just not executing, or if we actually were supposed to defend the three and we're just not defending it. I suppose let me look yesterday. Yeah, so I'm looking at the stats from yesterday, the box score here. Campbell shot 4 of 17 from 3-point range. 4 of 17, and that's for the entire game. Right now, Campbell is 6 of 15, so they've already hit more threes in this first half than they hit in the entire game yesterday. So, in any case, Campbell now in his zone, a little bit of a matchup zone, or now they're back in the man. Or it looked like what they looked like as a, but Wendell Moore was wide open in the corner as he went baseline, and Wendell, yes, Wendell, beautiful. You saw Wendell cut right to left along the back baseline, and just Campbell lost him. Yeah, it seems like guys just standing around passing the perimeter. I actually agree. There's not as much ball movement, not a lot of assists going on. Um, and actually, it hasn't like, yeah, I just feel like we haven't been doing enough in the paint and really trying to assert our dominance, especially like this, like yesterday, and this team against Campbell's like they don't necessarily have height, but Heels is going to put three in, and that's going to work too. So Duke's hit the last two 3-point shots, and now Duke has flipped the lead. It's +3 to Duke. But we have such a height advantage. We had such a height advantage against Army. We have such a height advantage here against Campbell, as Duke just gets beat right off the dribble. Clemens with two as Campbell pulls again within one, and we're just like not taking advantage of it. Mark Williams has done basically nothing this game, and he's not. It's not like he's in foul trouble. He's just not in the game. Yesterday against Army, only 6 points. Bancaro driving to the hoop, and he will get fouled. So it'll be Bancaro at the line where he's hit his first two. Actually, no free throws here. Actually, it was one off from the bonus as Baker gets this pass, gets it to Bancaro down low. Keels tries to flash into the center of the lane, and Bancaro can't get the turnaround jump shot to go. Just a little bit too strong. He's been pretty consistent with these shots that was said earlier, shooting in the 80s from two, but he can't get that one to go. And so Mosiah Thompson now for Campbell. Pass to Whitfield. And now in the hands of Henderson, who's backing down Wendell Moore. Decent defense by Moore. This should be a foul on Campbell. No, 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 no. What are you calling? Look, the Campbell defender is on the floor, and Joey Baker, and they like tripping Joey Baker, man. Austin McCullough for Campbell, tripping Joey. Joey would have had the rebound if the other Campbell guy wasn't on the floor bringing him down. Oh, come on. Campbell inbounding from underneath their basket. 91 seconds left in the half, and that's going to be a foul against Baker. Actually, not. Baker's going to come down with the rebound. Looked like he had his hands all over the guy. Timeout, Coach K. Use it or lose it timeout as K wants to draw something up here for Duke. But so many possessions again there. Campbell having three cracks at the rim. They couldn't get him. Fortunate for us, obviously. Meanwhile, the Fighting Camels continuing to take it to us here in Cameron. Has anybody ever seen a camel fight? What does that look like? I'm sort of curious. I might look it up at halftime. Camel fighting YouTube videos. Actually, I probably shouldn't because my bandwidth is probably at its limit as is anyway. Keel's going to inbound? No, Wendell is going to inbound this play from in front of the Campbell bench. As Duke taking the 30-second timeout there. To Bancaro, back to Moore. Let's see what Coach K drew up. Moore now going right. Hands it off to Keels going left. Over to Roach going back, trying to bring the offense back to the right. Roach picks up his dribble, has to find Bancaro down low, and it's a clear on. Bancaro just gets around his man, protects the shot, and finishes with the left hand. Again, so many advantages down low that we have not been pressing. We have height advantages everywhere. Just go get it down and pound it in the paint. Like, I understand the one, like, yeah, we want to shoot threes and such, but there's Henderson. That's an easy two. He's got 8 points. Folks, we got about 30 seconds left in the first half. Make sure to jump into the Discord. Link's above my head, or link is in the description, but according to the thing above my head that tells you where it is Bancaro going in again, and Bancaro is going to go and one. Yes, just feed him. Feed him down low, and he'll get back to the free throw line. Good pass by Joey Baker to get that to Bancaro. Just a little overcommitment by McCullough. And Bancaro finishes, and he's got an and one. And Bancaro gets the free throw. He's up to 9, leading all scorers so far in this game. 15 seconds now left here in the first half. Game clock and shot clock is off. Duke by 4. 9, 8, 7. Campbell, 5 seconds here. Campbell's going to put up the shot. No good. And this shot is good if it goes, but no good there. So it did not. As Duke is going to take a 4-point lead into the locker room. We said it would be 5 to 8. Okay, I didn't quite get the lead right at halftime. It was only 4. But, even though the lead at halftime yesterday didn't look as big as it could, we still ended up covering the 26-point spread at the end, 25-point spread at the end. But there you have it. That's the first half there. 33-29. Duke leads by 4. Definitely not the best looking first half of basketball offensively, I would say. Wendell with 8 points. Actually, Paolo Banchero to lead all Blue Devils with 9. Then Wendell Moore with 8. Roach with 7. Akeels with 6. And actually, AJ Griffin's got 3 as well, which is a nice contribution there. This feels like UNC versus Brown. Wait, what ended up happening in that game? Did UNC actually, lose? I was joking. I was trolling that UNC was going to lose the game, but I doubt they actually did. I feel like I would have heard about it from one of my friends if UNC lost. So I'm going to guess that they didn't. They just played really bad. Would be my guess. Jesus Carolero on the side of Campbell with 8 points to lead the Campbell squad. Ricky Clemens with 7. Actually, Cedric Henderson with 8 as well. So 2 Campbell players tied there at the 8-point mark, and then Ricky Clemens with 7. Welcome to halftime, everybody, as I felt like yesterday's game felt so much faster. Just like going. No, I don't think we'll get upset. It'll be fine. Upsetted? I think it's just like upset. There's no need to add anything else to it. I was gonna look up the stats here for the first half. We'll take a look at some of the team stats. Campbell has 6 more shots than Duke. Again, but shooting a much worse percentage. They're 11 of 31 to Duke's 12 of 25, but they've just put up more shots. And so they're getting that 35.5%. It's just working for them on pure volume. And so that's why the game sort of looks closer than it really should be. Their 3-point shooting has been hot. It's 6 of 15, but that really happened at the start of the half. I think during one of the TV timeouts, we talked about how Campbell only hit 4 threes in the entirety of last night's game, and that they had hit 6 in essentially 12 minutes of play in the first half. So Campbell actually cooling off. They were originally started shooting at 66% from 3. They're now down to 40, which is actually worse than Duke's percentage at 45. So yeah, upset. I think we will pull away just fine here. But let's look at the stats and see why Campbell has been keeping this close. It's really in the rebounding column. 20 rebounds in the first half for Campbell to 12 for Duke. If we want something in like percentages, that's a lot. That's like 60%. Well, 1.267. That's close. That's like 60% more rebounds. And actually, half of Campbell's rebounds, so Campbell's got 20 rebounds, half those rebounds, 10 of them are offensive rebounds, which is just giving them, and it's led to 6 more shots overall. And Campbell and Duke are actually pretty much neck and neck in defensive rebounding. Duke with 9, Campbell with 10. But offensive rebounding is way in the favor of Campbell at the moment. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong computer there. I'm trying to see here. Campbell with 9 assists, Duke with 7. Campbell 7 turnovers, Duke 6 turnovers. But Campbell isn't really making many points off of the Duke turnovers. Campbell only has 5 points off of Duke's 6 turnovers. They're actually averaging less than a point per turnover, which is not a good ratio at all. Duke, on the other hand, has 13 points off of Campbell's 7 turnovers. So basically, a lot of these turnovers have occurred in the open field. I think there's all but maybe 1 or 2 of those turnovers that we saw, like when Campbell passed it out of bounds over to Coach Smith. So basically, Duke averaging almost 2 points per turnover, which to me, the way I do that math in my head is like, well, if the guy gave you the ball 7 times, you scored 14 points, it means you made it 2 basically on every time they gave it to you. That's astounding. Like if you were to do that, that ratio of 2 is insane. James, welcome in. Why is this game so close? Well, we're going over it right now. We're trying to look at the stats and break down why the game is so close, and it really has to do with the rebounding of Campbell at the moment and some lucky 3-point shooting. Early on, not as much later, but some lucky 3-point shots. Campbell 6 of 15 from 3. So right now it's really coming into that. Duke's made its points off turnovers. Duke points in the paint 14-8 at the moment. That needs that should just like that shouldn't even be that close. And it's like less than half of Duke's points are coming from the paint when we have the entire advantage 1 through 5. 1 through 5 we're just bigger. All right? And like just get it down low. And there's the other piece. We talked about how many more shots Campbell had taken, all those offensive rebounds. Campbell has 11 second chance points. Think about this. Campbell has 11 second chance points. Duke has 0. 0. If you even took half of that and said, okay, I give Campbell 6. You take 5 away, it's 24-33. It's a 9-point game at halftime. And you're looking at this and you're like, all right, Duke's just going to run away with it in the second, right? But here we are. How many 3-point attempts has Campbell? 15. They're going to get long rebounds off 3-point misses. Our guards need to box out the shooters who are grabbing their own rebounds. Yeah, the answer is 15, and they've missed 9 times. So there you go. But wanted just to a big shout out to everybody who's been joining us here over the last few nights. We had a huge stream yesterday. It was so much fun, so exciting. Both active in chat and in the watch party stuff. It's just been phenomenal. So I wanted to thank everybody for that, and Blue Devil Nation showing up big time again tonight. Once again, as it says above my head, join the Discord. The watch party link is in the description. If you want to watch the game and you want to watch the second half with us here and your fellow Blue Devil fans, there is quite the watch party going on right now with your fellow Blue Devil fans there in Discord. So make sure to jump in, make sure to drop a sub to the channel. We passed 600 subs last night. Super exciting. It just helps the channel grow. So thank you, everybody. And thank you so much for being here and supporting us. And of course, go Duke. I sort of missed when we went to halftime. We've sort of just been, talking and chatting about, why this game is close and what we've been thinking here. My guess is there's probably 5 minutes or so left. Okay, well, there's the other one. Is Campbell being a very good basketball team and being predicted to finish first in the Big South. So I guess I missed that part. I didn't actually realize that they were. I thought last night's game against Army was going to be the tough one. I guess the Gardner Webb game is probably going to be hopefully an easy one on Tuesday. But yeah, So there you go. The Fighting Camels are taking it to us right now in Cameron. And that's where we're at. Lamont all over it for us. But yeah, as far as the stats go, I mean that's more or less the story. Second chance points, rebounding. Looks a lot like the Kentucky game, to be honest. Although I think Kentucky would be, you'd say they're probably a better team, certainly ranking wise. Let's take a look at some of the individual stats and see how our Blue Devils are doing. Wendell Moore coming off a triple-double last night, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Not really close to that tonight, although he does have 8 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists so far. He did have to miss about half of the first half with what could have been a decently significant knee injury, although looks like nothing now. So maybe just get some ice on that. He did go back into the locker room, get that looked at, cleared to come back into play, and he's been doing just fine ever since. Keels has 6 points, Roach has 7, Banchero's got 9 so far. Nobody at Duke with more than 3 rebounds, which self-explanatory the way that the rebounding story has been going so far. And on the Campbell side of things, I'd have to. They probably have to like where they're at right now. Look, they're playing in a hostile environment. They're playing on the road. They're playing in Cameron. They're only down by 4. They were up in this game for a long time. Like Duke didn't take the lead until it was like 23-22 or something like that. We hit 2 back-to-back threes, and that kind of flipped it for us. But like as I was saying earlier, for a lot of teams, and especially for like teams can come and play in Cameron multiple times, but a lot of times, like for the actual athletes, for someone like Campbell, you're not going to get to come in and play in Cameron probably ever again. So plenty of opportunity. Everybody kind of lays it out on the floor when they're in Cameron. Always have a target on your back if you're Duke, even at home. Let's make sure we have the foul situation correct. It would have been 6 fouls for Campbell. So it's Henderson with 1, Stockage with 1, and Thompson there with 1. It was actually 7 fouls for Campbell. We'll clear those out, get ready for the second half. Duke foul trouble. Do we have to worry about any of it? Nope. No, we don't. Trevor Keels has got 1. Roach has 1. Banchero has 1. Blake's has 1, and Baker's got 1. So that was only the 5 fouls there for Duke. Actually, some of them coming on the offensive side of the ball too, which is just a little odd. Yeah. Oh, UNC won a hotly contested match. Okay, it was 6-8 points. Gotcha. Margin of 7. Yeah, it's probably by UNC standards. I was sort of memeing like at the end of it, like, wouldn't it be great if Brown beat UNC? Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but yeah. All right, this should definitely be back here shortly. It's sort of funny, there is no actual halftime show for ACC Network Extra. It's just this like repeating banner thing. That's super annoying. I'm gonna fill up with water here. My voice is gonna hate me by the end of the weekend. Anyway, the other one that was a mystery to us, and like when you look at the rebounding stats, you said, well, like Mark Williams has 0 points in the game so far, and I feel like we hardly called his name at all in the first half. He played 6 minutes. He played almost as much time as Theo John and H.A. Griffin. Like the people have been soaking minutes right now. Keels 20 minutes, Roach 18, Banchero 18, Moore 13. Probably would have been more minutes if he hadn't had to leave the game. Joey actually with 18 minutes, or 12, sorry, 12 minutes. But yeah, Mark Williams, we haven't said like his name at all. Not in the score sheet. I don't know. I'm looking at this second half and saying if you're going to fix the rebounding, you got to get Mark Williams to get your rebounding, and you got to get Theo John to get your rebounding. John didn't have quite a good game. Didn't really have that much of a good game yesterday. Um, Put a 0 on the score sheet, but maybe you would have hoped that he'd show up here tonight at least. But that's where we're at. So folks joining us here on the YouTube side of things, jump into Discord. Jump into the Discord for the watch party. Quite a few. Let's see. The watch party's like pretty big right now, I think. Oh yeah. Watch party's as big as the stream. Look at that. Did anybody actually like figure out the Oh, okay, here we are. Finally. God, that stupid banner from ACC Network is gone. Thank you, Lord. Oh God, okay. Goodness gracious. All right, here we go. All right, Blue Devil fans, get ready. This might be our first test here of the season. Well, I mean, the Kentucky game was a Kentucky game, right? It's like you're gonna win that, you're gonna lose that. It was hot. It was contested. Both teams played really well. Like this is a game we expect to win, chat. Like we expect to win this game. All right, let's be real. Starters for the Blue Devils here in the second half are going to be Bancaro, Baker, Moore, Keels, and Roach. So K opting to go with a bit of a smaller lineup here. Still, Mark Williams not in the game, even though he started. So that's the one change to the lineup between the first and the second half is the size. Maybe he just doesn't like Mark Williams's defense. He's thinking it was a defensive liability. I don't know. Could be. But Campbell bringing it up to here. Everybody freaked out when Wendell got hurt. I actually do think that has something to do with it. It did seem like Duke, like the energy level just sort of dropped out of not just the players, but like the entire building at that point. And you're just like, because, and it like has something like the Zion incident is just like so fresh in our minds. Like literally like 12 seconds into the UNC game, the guy blows out his shoe, and then he's like, and we're like, oh my god. And then like there's just like so many moments where like your heart's in your mouth basically because you're just like what like not another injury. So it's a fair call. I actually think that's a fair call out because it did feel like the level of energy and the intensity like just dropped out entirely for like a 4-minute stretch there, and Campbell just completely took advantage of it. As Bancaro's going to take a turnaround jump shot, that little nice little kiss there on the rim, a little soft touch bouncing around and drops in. Duke's 6 points ahead now as Campbell came up empty on his first offensive possession. And this is Clemens now driving in. No, sorry, that was Whitfield. And then the other, Mark Williams needing to step up. Chad also sort of echoing those sentiments. I totally agree. Not on the court at the moment, but when he does, definitely going to need some good minutes there. And that is going to be Carolero, who spins around Keels. Keels guessed the wrong direction and looked a little silly there. Oh, Roach trying to go with the alley-oop to Bancaro, but it's deflected off of Campbell. Campbell protesting that it should be off of Duke, but there is no actual replay since we're not in 2 minutes. Moore in front of the Duke bench, now to the ACC logo and offensive foul. Blocking. I say not call another offensive foul. It might also have to be could be a uniform thing, chat. Personally, I prefer the gold uniforms that we wore last night. Yeah, so this was the replay of the opening possession. That looks like a hyperextension there. Keels from the baseline inbounds play can't get it to go, and so Duke comes out empty here. Duke we just need to lock down defensively. We saw in both the Kentucky game and the Army game, they were significant defensive plays from Mark Williams, no less. Blocks that really triggered a Duke offensive scoring run. That's an air ball by Campbell, by the way. Don't let the movement of the net fool you. That was nowhere close. And Duke going to come up with the rebound here. No, actually, Campbell's going to steal it back. Two hands rebounding, guys. As Duke can't come up with the steal there. Campbell retains possession. Another three-point shot. That goes off, and Beccaro finally corrals this one. And then this is a foul on Whitfield as Roach tried to drive in. This is ESPN commentators now talking about turtles. I am so lost. I don't even know. I think turtles are great, but I don't think they have anything to do with basketball at the moment. Wendell Moore inbounding from the baseline here. Let's see what kind of baseline out of bounds play we have drawn up. Nothing creative here, as Duke's just going to reset offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. 15 now. And Keels, see if Beccaro tries to open it up. Trying to get post position down low. Wendell Moore, a little jab step, and Wendell's going to take a step back. Jay, weak side rebound by Baker. Gets this to Blake's, and Roach, and Roach up with it, and that shot is short. And Duke trying to poke the ball out from behind. Carolero tries to go coast to coast, and it's too strong. So now Duke back in transition. Beccaro was in position, but Moore didn't get it to him, and Moore is going to take it himself. 10 points for Wendell for the captain. And he's got it himself into double figures. Second Blue Devil into double figures now, joining Beccaro, who's got 11. That's a sort of a bad shot by, not really a bad shot to Carolero. He just ends up missing it, but it turns in just a run out for Duke. And I'm glad that we didn't wait to set up half court offense, because our half court offense has been not very effective tonight. Been much better on the run. Just playing more fluid basketball here. Moore just clearing himself out some space there from Clemens. Campbell to inbound, trailing now by 6. 16:20 to go in the game. Campbell driving in, that's Henderson, and he will lay it in for 2. Got good positioning down low. Will jump stop there and lays it in. Just Duke managing to keep Campbell at about maybe a bent arm's length. With only a 4-point lead at the moment. Beccaro going one-on-one against Carolero right now. Bancaro's going to take that jump shot. Pure. Pretty. It's just silky smooth. Very nice. Carolero now trying to work on Beccaro there. Passes it up to Whitehead. Whitfield. Back to Carolero. Henderson is down low. He's got position. It's a mismatch because he's got Roach on him, and Henderson takes full advantage of it. He's got 12. That switch is not what Duke wants to be in at the moment. You don't want Roach on the guarding the 5, essentially, because it just results into free points. Beccaro beats his man, but gets it stripped as he tries to go up with it. No foul called, and Campbell's going to take this down the court. Moore just fighting for the rebound. It's a held ball. Possession arrow will give it back to the Blue Devils. That was Thompson who took the shot. That was an errant shot. 14:55 to go here in the second. We've hit the media timeout. Thanks, everybody, for joining us again tonight after yesterday's stream. This game, much, much closer so far. 39-35, Duke by 4. It was a 4-point lead at halftime, and Campbell has played us even so far over the first 5 minutes in the second. A lot of more of the same, actually. Haven't seen very many adjustments at all from Duke coming out of the locker room, which is a little disappointing, a little concerning. Other than just trying to get Beccaro going one-on-one, which, I mean, we're always trying to do, so that's the game plan. No significant adjustments. Duke just needs to lock this down defensively and then get out in transition easy. We need some easy buckets here. But yeah, still no Mark Williams. Let me think. Campbell didn't really hurt us there from 3-point range or anything. It was just kind of trading buckets back and forth. And for those of you wanting to actually, if you want to grab the actual game itself, make sure to jump into Discord, as it says above my head. Links in the description of the channel below, or of the stream, and it's also right there, linked in chat for you. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. You can join the subscriber watch party there. I have no idea what just happened. That there we go. And make sure to drop a sub in the channels. We will be live throughout the season for the majority of the games. It won't be on Tuesday, but we'll have next Friday's game back here. Tuesday we'll just do the watch party on Tuesday for folks, since I think that game's not really televised much. So we'll do the watch party for folks. Make sure to jump in Discord and sub to get notified about that. And then Friday we'll do the streamcast again, which should be good. So yeah, this kind of has it's starting to get that feeling of this is going to be close back and forth. I mean, Campbell played a close game last night and won it 69-68. So it's not like Campbell's a stranger to winning close games right now. Against, and they did that against Hartford. A bit of a different caliber of opponent now that they have to do it against Duke, but still. Back out of the timeout, and just a bit of a highlight reel from Banchero here. Yeah, as Lamont's been saying here, the strategy from K is to put Banchero at the 5 and play small, which is why you saw Joey Baker start the second half instead of Mark Williams. And he's still in the game. AJ, no, AJ Griffin in the game now. So it's Banchero, Roach, Griffin, Moore, and Joey. And Joey's on, oh God. Joey's been calling for the ball for the last 5 seconds, and then when Banchero actually throws him the ball, he can't catch it. So, okay. Turnover by Duke. Joey, you can't call for the ball and then when it's actually thrown to you, not catch it. What? Like, be ready for it. This is Thompson shooting. Actually, Joey skies in for the rebound, so Baker might be the leading rebounder. He's been everywhere along the rim so far tonight. Banchero screen, Roach 3. That 3 is off. Rebound to Carolero for Campbell. Close. It was just a little short. Carolero, too strong. Tipped back outside. Campbell retains possession, and that's Thompson. And now Henderson, who's asking for the screen. Oh, for Carolero to come up to get the ball. And now he's posting up because now they have the switch. It's Roach on Henderson, and Roach is going to get called for a hold. You can see what they were trying to do there. That's his second. You can see what Campbell was trying to do there, basically trying to get Roach to. They're trying to force Roach to switch onto Henderson. And Roach is giving up 6-8 inches or more. And there is Clemens after the out of bounds play, who gets 2 points and gets fouled by AJ Griffin. So Griffin compounding his defensive lapse there. And 1. Theo John in the game. And Clemens gets it and puts himself into the 10-point party. So he's also in double figures. That is the third Campbell score in double figures. He joins Carolero and Henderson. Carolero has 10, Henderson with 12. Wendell Moore passing it up to Roach. Over to Baker. Theo John trying to establish position down low, but Duke can't get the pass inside to him. And now Jalen Blake's into the game too. So Duke with a guard-heavy lineup. Great shot fake there by Baker. Takes one step to the left, shoots up three, but it's off. Now Roach off the rebound for three, and that goes in. Great offensive rebound by Jalen Blakes to get Roach a great shot. One of the good times to shoot a three is after a driving kick. The other best time to shoot a three is off a long offensive rebound, and Campbell's three is off. So now Campbell has given Duke an opportunity from what is effectively a turnover. Joey thought about it, over to Roach. Get it back to Joey to shoot! Another shot fake, and Joey takes a step to the left, and Joey drills it! Yes! You saw that coming! Bingo! And now we have the 8-point advantage as Joey Baker drills it, and that's a huge shot because momentum now to Duke. That's what chat. This is what we've been waiting for all night. You saw this. You just saw it coming. Give it back to Joey to shoot. He's actually, his shot fake has been deadly this season, by the way. That's like the one biggest difference I've seen in Baker's game between last year and this year is that he always starts with a shot fake, which I guess is somewhat predictable at this point. If you're a defender, you know he's going to shot fake you the first one, but it's a really good shot fake, by the way. And then he just takes one step to the left and drills the three. So really well set up here by Duke. A little two-man game between Roach and Baker. And then the other one, the first three-pointer, the one that Roach hit, was off an offensive rebound by Jalen Blakes. Great energy, great hustle to get that rebound and the tip out to find Roach for a wide open three-point shot. So, chat, we're feeling a little bit better about this, I hope. Yeah? I think there we go. That's kind of what we needed to see for Duke. Now, what remains to be seen is whether Campbell is going to punch back, which certainly possible. Because they've been playing a pretty good game. So I'll take an opportunity to just thank everybody who's been hanging out with us last night, tonight. If you were with us for the sprint race this morning, if you're going to be with us for the F1 race tomorrow, we've got one heck of a weekend of streaming that we've been going through so far. Just wanted to thank everybody who's been hanging out in chat, hanging out in Discord, keeping the conversation going. All the subs, we had a ton of subs yesterday. Super exciting. Unfortunately, not all the subs show up, so I can't shout out everybody individually because if there's some settings that YouTube like keeps some subs private. But if you subbed, I sincerely appreciate it. It really helps us grow the channel, and we'll be live throughout the season and looking to do some really fun things come tournament time as well. So thank you very much, as we've got now an 8-point margin, a little bit of breathing room here for the Blue Devils in the second half. What you'd love to see is Duke come out of this timeout that Campbell was forced to call, get a defensive stop, and then, drill another three. I'd settle for a 2. It's fine. But if you get the 3, you take it and you make it, then that's even better. So far so good here in the second. Let's make sure I got all the foul situation right here. Let's see. Keels 2. Roach 2. The rest are 1s. Yeah, we're good. All right, Campbell inbounding here. Duke is a 6-0 run over the last minute, and Theo John blocks it, but he's called for a foul. I thought that was a good block, man. It's exactly what I wanted to see, right? Good Duke defense coming out of the timeout. Almost had it. Okay, yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Carolina gonna go shoot 2. And he makes the first, so he's got 11. And he makes the second as well. Still a 5-point margin, though. Let's see what Duke's got for us now. Roach bringing the ball up. Simple half-court set here. John high screen for Moore. Moore doesn't really decide to do anything with it, and John, working down low, draws a double team, should be somebody open. Yes, tries to get it to Moore. Moore, very tough shot, goes up and underneath, but makes it happen. Great body control there, especially not to travel. I thought Theo John had traveled on that one. And now Duke needing some defense here. Defend without fouling. John and Carolero, the two 12s going at it. Henderson now switched on to Theo John. That's a better defensive matchup than having Jeremy Roach on him. Carolero on Blake's right now. That's not as good a defensive matchup as he has to back down Blake's. But the Carolero jumper is no good. So Campbell comes up empty on that possession. Coach K calling it out, wanting Wendell Moore to come right in front of him, and then asking Theo John for the screen. Moore into the paint. Oh, almost traveled with it, but did give it up in time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Duke's got to make something happen. Roach into the paint. Roach with the right hand. A beauty. Roach beating people off the dribble. This is great to see. The fighting camels, really. Bruno. Okay, it's a 9-point game. It's a 9-point game. They have a cool mascot. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they brought the mascot with them. I would have loved to actually have seen the fighting camel. It would have made for great television. That's hashtag content, by the way. But unfortunately, the camel not in the building. So it seems. Maybe it's been off camera the entire time, but I don't think so. Theo John called for another foul. And Duke leading by 9 points here as we've hit the actual media timeout. The Campbell one did not count as the media timeout because ESPN needs its commercials. So there we are. All right. Let's see, McCulloch. Somebody else has 2. Henderson's got 2. That's the missing foul on Campbell, and there you go. Duke is the name. Is the name. My name. Go Duke. Daryl Russell, welcome into chat. Thank you for joining us. A big shout out to Blue Devil Nation. Go Duke indeed. Go Duke indeed. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Like I said, it's looking a little bit better. I don't think there's any real reason for us to need to be concerned right now. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Campbell will probably make a run at it. Duke will just answer back. It'll be good. So what, my voice is just gonna love me after this weekend. A lot of streaming, but a lot of hanging out with Duke, with all the Duke fans in chat, which has just been fantastic. The other one I want to check. Let's check in on the rebounding stats. Let's check in on the rebounding stats real quick, chat, because that one was way skewed on the side of Campbell, and now, yeah, we were getting beat by like plus 10. Now it's plus 5, so at least that stat looks a little bit better. 27 rebounds to Campbell, only 22 to Duke. Okay, it was plus 8. We were getting beat 20-12 in the first half. It is now 27-22. So we have managed to close that rebounding margin just a little bit. Campbell hasn't really hit. Yeah, because Duke's out rebounding Campbell 10-7 here in the second. And Campbell's field goal percentage here in the second half has just been abysmal, 26% right now, 4 of 15. They haven't hit a single 3. They hit 6 of them in the first half. And then trying to think the other one. The other one that we saw was the assists, points off turnovers. Yeah, so second chance points for Campbell were 11 in the first half. There's only 3 so far. So stats kind of shifting, especially those rebounding stats shifting towards Duke at the moment. But it is still a 9-point game as Campbell hasn't hit a bucket in the last 3 minutes. Still, we have to keep this up here. Wendell Moore on Henderson. This is a better defensive matchup, I think, as Henderson's going to back him down and try to put it up. Good offense by Henderson. Decent defense, I thought, by Moore to keep his body square and not foul. But Henderson manages to get 2. And Moore is actually going to go all by himself! Moore with the throwdown slam. That'll get the crazies up and going. Campbell fell asleep. The Camels saw the oasis and they got distracted. And Moore took advantage of it. Saw the mirage, rather, right? Oh, what a blur. No good there by Campbell. That missed shot that was Clemens who missed a shot. A wide open Joey Baker for 3 in the corner. Yes! Baker for 3. He drilled it wide open. Duke's got a 12-point lead. And here we go. Now things starting to get a little scary by Campbell. You'd think they'd probably have to take another timeout as the 3-point ball has come alive here for Duke. 8 of 17 so far, shooting almost 50%. That is pretty good. You have to think if Campbell misses again here. Oh, Clemens, nice little cheeky play. Duke got lost defensively, but Campbell, I think, is going to call timeout anyway, and they do. Whoop! Just gone. Wendell Moore is gone. I'm glad that Baker is knocking down these shots. It's actually what we talked about yesterday, but we didn't really see much of it. We talked about this yesterday and during the Kentucky game, how Baker needs to really step up this season and be that role player for Duke. I'm sort of scrolling through the box scores for the other 2 games. Baker in the Kentucky game, this is Kentucky, only had 2 points. He had 8 points last night in that game and has 6 so far tonight, but his threes have been very timely. All points count the same, although some have more momentum behind them than others. Both of Joey Baker's threes have been sort of, capped these Duke runs that have forced Campbell to take timeouts and really swing the momentum in the way of Duke. And talking about 3-point shots, Keels takes a quick one, but that shot doesn't go down. Keels with only 6 points tonight. Bit of an off game for him. You gotta say, it's a bit of an off game, Campbell now with the ball. And this is Henderson working on Banchero. Over to Clemens. Clemens diving in on Baker. That shot's no good, but Baker's going to get called for a foul. Didn't move his feet quite quick enough, and he'll send Clemens to the line. That's the 6th foul on Duke. Next foul will put Campbell at the free throw line for 1-and-1s. Campbell will go to the free throw line here because this was a shooting foul. Free throws for the Camels. That just sounds weird. This is what Campbell wants. They want to be able to score with the clock stopped. 8 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. Trying to get themselves back into it here. They've definitely shown that they can hang around with us, that's for sure. And Clemens' second free throw is good, so that's 14 points for him. Henderson has 14 as well. Moore bringing the ball up the court as the primary ball handler for Duke right now. Hands it off to Roach. Calling for a screen from Banchero. Roach gets it over to Banchero now. Over to Moore. Inside. There's a lot of one-on-one ball right now at the moment. It's back to Roach to reset it. Bancaro going to try to set a high screen. Roach goes in. Thought he should have just taken that, but instead he gives it to Baker. Ooh, bit of a heat check there. That three doesn't go down. It would have been big. It's a good shot. It was open. He just doesn't hit it. Baker tries to sort of cheat there on the steal. Doesn't come up with it. Does recover defensively, however, and this is Carolero. Carolero trying to get this down low. That was to McCullough. And now Carolero, that should have been a travel. That should have been called a travel. He came down with the ball. What? He came down with the ball in his hands and then he gave it up. No? Yo, the ref missed that one. Aryeh Ferber, yo, what's up? What's up indeed? Duke by 8 at the moment. No, Duke by 6. Sorry, that's too easy. Bancaro down low, got great position. We finally found him. That's the kind of stuff we knew. We haven't been getting these easy points in the paint, and yet we have height advantages at 4 out of the 5 positions. And that's Cedric Henderson again. Turnaround jump shot is good. So still only a 6-point margin for Duke. We get this thing into double digits, and Campbell just keeps coming back. Wendell Moore driving in, and he's going to get fouled by Henderson on the drive. That's Henderson's third. 7 minutes to go here in the second. Campbell looking as strong as ever, still hanging in there. Folks who are just joining us, jump into Discord, links in the description, join the watch party, and watch along here with us as we go and head down the stretch. Only a 6-point game, and for some reason my that is not updating. There you go. That should fix it. The Gamecast above me wasn't updating. Yeah, the other thing that we've been talking about in chat is Mark Williams completely absent from this game, and chat not thinking he would come back unless we had this thing under control, which I don't really think we have this under control per se. We just kind of keep playing, and you're just playing to hold off and fend off Campbell at the moment. The momentum looks like it's swung in Duke's favor at least twice in this game, and then Campbell just stays in it. So yeah, we grab momentum and then we give it back pretty easily. We don't really hang on to it. But still should be fine here as we head down the stretch. I have faith. I have faith that we'll be just totally fine. Should come out of the timeout in just a sec. Oh, man. More commercials, man. All right, there we go. Out of the timeout now, finally. 6-point margin, 7:01 left in the game. Duke will be at the free throw line here. Wendell Moore will be shooting. Campbell's threes haven't been there like they were in the first, thankfully for us. Wendell Moore shooting 2. Fouled by Henderson right before we went to the media timeout. And so Moore coming out and, God, misses the first. Okay. Gets the second. Moore with 15 right now, matching Banchero's team leading 15 points. Duke needing some defense, and we need it now. I could see for a floor slap at the moment. I would definitely go for that. Oh, good strip there by Wendell. Great active hands. Even though the ball is still going to go to Campbell, sort of very disruptive there. Carolero was charging towards the hoop. Whitfield gets it over to Clemens. Clemens to Carolero, being guarded by Baker, who probably needs some help because there's a bit of a mismatch there, but Carolero picks up his dribble. Carolero again, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Decent defense here by Duke. 4. Does Campbell know it? I don't know. 2, 1. They put up a wild shot. That's back iron. And Paolo Banchero comes down with the rebound. Great defensive possession for Duke that time. Now we need an offensive score here. Doesn't have to be a 3, just anything. Get this to Paolo and just let him go to work, man. There we go. Now he's got it. Banchero, oh, almost gives it back to Roach. Now he's just going to go one-on-one. Now he gives it out to Roach, who was open for 3 but couldn't take the shot. Roach with a hop step there. Over to Moore. 4 seconds. Moore's going to have to put up 3. That shot's way off. Keels tries to go up for the rebound but can't get it as it's brought down by Campbell. Bad Duke offense. Holy cow. It's just like, gave it to Banchero, but the ball got stuck. Like, was he expecting somebody to come in and screen for him or just, like, go? I feel like there was a bit of a miscommunication there. Cross court. This is McCullough. McCullough's 3. That's way off. That was an air ball, I think. And Duke now out in transition here, and that's Wendell Moore, and he's going to get fouled by Whitfield. Bad shot by Campbell turns into the first pass on Duke's fast break going the other way. And Duke is... no, not in the penalty. So Wendell's just going to take this out from standing next to Coach K. Banchero now going to try to go, bounces it off of Moore, but Duke retains possession. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Moore trying to call for it, trying to get his man, and Moore, actually fouled when he starts his drive. And that's 2 for Whitfield. That's a shooting foul? No, they called it on the floor. So baseline inbounds play here for Duke. Let's see what they got. Banchero going to go one-on-one. Banchero going to take that. Oh, beautiful rainbow. The way he just goes up with it, holds the finish. It looks really good. Swish. Damn, it looks good. And those are like, from an analytics standpoint, those are tough shots. They're like mid-range 2s. Not really what you want to take, but Banchero's got it locked down. Can't wait to see us go up against the zone and put Banchero as just the zone killer. Because he's just going to have a game there. This is Henderson for 3. Takes a jab step. That hits back iron now. Long rebound to Duke. And, that's goaltending! Goaltending! Give Roach 2 more. And, yes. Wendell Moore scoops up that rebound, but Roach is already running halfway down the court. It's a beautiful pass by Wendell Moore, and Campbell's Henderson just a little late to that block, pins it up against the backboard, and that will be goaltending all day long. And what they call a timeout? Why? No, it can't be. Either that Duke's called a timeout. It's the only one, because Campbell only has 1 left, and they still have 1 left according to the official Bucks score stats thing. Banchero chugging the Gatorade, trying to fend off the cramps like they were from the other night. All right, so again, Campbell puts this thing in. They Duke extends a double-digit lead. Campbell brings it back with another 5-point run. Duke extends the lead again. And here we are with 11. Campbell got it into as close as 4 points here in the second half. And Duke now with 11. Let's see some lockdown defense on this side. And we'll see if Banchero and the Blue Devils can get it working on offense as well. Moore, Banchero, Keels, Roach, and Baker, your 5 on the floor. Those are the 5 that started the second half. And that's going to be a foul on Keels, it looks like. And a grab. Campbell just, Duke got kind of lost defensively there. 4:19 left in the game as Keels picks up his third. And Ricky Clemens goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. And no good on the first. But it's a shooting foul, so he gets 2 automatically, even though Duke is, in the bonus. Clemens on the second one. That's way off, too. He misses both of them, so I got to say, good foul. Good foul. At this point, you trade a foul.